Hi, boys and girls. In Mrs. Littikainen's class, you talked in science about the seasons, and obviously it's spring. I hope you've been outside to see the beauty of everything blooming, and the daffodils, and the cherry blossoms, and the pear tree blossoms, and it's just gorgeous outside. Today it's pretty rainy and feels like spring, so I thought I might read to you Spring Changes by Ellen Sensini, it looks like. Here we go. Spring changes. Sanisi, maybe. What's one of the first signs of spring? I know that's something you talked about in class. What is a sign of spring? Can you say one out loud? What would you think about? Pussy willow blossoms are a sign of spring. You know spring is coming when you see their soft gray buds pop out in the chilly air. Now we are long past pussy willow blossoms. Now we have full-on spring. So a couple weeks ago it was more like this. The weather is still cold from winter. The sun is slowly warming up the earth. Except for the evergreen trees, other trees and plants are still bare and brown. Now that's what it looks like if you went someplace further north in the United States right now. It looks more like that. Daytime lasts longer and longer. So have you noticed that now after dinner you can go out and play, and it stays light longer? These pictures are a little dark. The weather keeps changing. It can be snowy or rainy or windy or sunny, maybe even all in the same day. Snow melts, rain falls, there is mud and dirt everywhere. I know that there's mud on my floors today. My dog is bringing in his muddy feet. Water and sunlight help roots and seeds grow into plants. The new plants will grow right through the dirt and into the open air. Like magic, plants change and grow. It's not magic though, is it? God has designed them to do that. Leaf buds push their way out of woody branches. And I want you to look at this little boy finding those tiny little green leaves coming out on the branches. When you go outside, I want you to look for those, and if your mom or dad would let you, put on some rain boots and a raincoat and go play in this beautiful warm rain. There's lots to do out in the rain. Make a puddle. The buds unfold slowly into bright green leaves on trees and bushes. Now go outside and see if you can find these things. More buds form as flowers get ready to open up and bloom. Some flowers bloom early in the spring. Those are called crocus. And they really do come up through the snow. In Colorado right now, it's quite cold and snowy. And my mom was saying that they have crocus. And I was saying, oh, wow, we have daffodils. So we're definitely much further along into spring than they are. Others bloom later in the spring. These are lilac. That's going to happen later. We don't have lilac yet, but I bet you've seen it before. That's the beautiful cone-shaped purple flowers who smell so good. That's much later as the season goes on, but it's definitely getting started. Well, here we go. Soon the spring air is warm and inviting, and many flowers open wide to the rain and the sun. This is an iris. Those come later too. And these kids are smelling flowers. I hope you go outside and find some flowers. In the spring, warm weather means you don't need coats or boots. People plant gardens in the spring. It's exciting to watch plants grow, especially ones that you'll be able to eat later. Do you have a place in your yard where you could grow some seeds? This would be a good time to plant them. Even if you just grow some grass seeds, it's fun to watch them grow. Ask Mom and Dad if you can have some seeds. Find a small corner that you won't be bothering anybody. Put those seeds in the ground and see what happens. There's a feeling of excitement in the warm, sunny air. Outside is the only place you want to be. Even when it's raining, right? Look around you. Living creatures are suddenly everywhere. Some wake up after sleeping through the cold winter. Others come alive. For the first time in the spring, many come back after going south for the winter. Trying to get the sun to hit that just right. There we go. I think that's better. See those pictures. Oh, hey, look at that. Many baby animals are born in the spring. Do you see the calf getting fed? Look at that big bottle. We used to get to do that at the farm. Ben and I had a calf that we fed. They want to run and play like people do. Do you remember when we fed the baby lambs? Fed them their bottles. They were a little bit younger than those. And remember the one that was so skinny? We had a chunky one and a skinny one. What were their names? George and Martha. Hi, Adoniram. Do you remember George and Martha? It's fun. People celebrate spring holidays. There's Mother's Day and Father's Day, and we celebrate Passover and Easter coming up. But most of all, people welcome new life and sunny warmth in the spring. Look around and see, spring changes are everywhere. This is kind of fun. Do you see trying to get it to hit the sunlight. Do you see the ferns coming up? Soon, with barely a whisper, spring will turn into summer. That's a happy thought, isn't it? Think about summer. Spring changes. I want you to go outside and I want you to find some real spring changes. And if you want to have your mom or dad take a picture of you with some of your signs of spring, you can have them text it to me. I sent them an email today with my phone number so that you could find me. Okay, boys and girls, go out and find those signs of spring. Bye-bye.